Sometimes you just got to let stuff go. You got to let stuff go. You got to let people go. You got to let your own opinions and hangups go. Hey, I'm Roz Clark, founder of Destiny Game Changers, your transformational strategies coach here on a Mindset Monday. And on Mindset Mondays, we set our mind, our intention, and just our thoughts to that which is going to serve our highest good. So on this Mindset Monday, I'm just going to encourage you to let it go. Like whatever it is, if they didn't do it, let it go. If they don't like you, let it go. If they offended you, let it go. If you did something and made a mistake, let it go. Let it go and go forward, because that's the only way that you do grow. If we carry the baggage, like the weight of all of our resentment, all of our anger, all of our disappointment, our fears, all of that, it's too much to carry. So let it go. Lighten your load so that you can move forward. Focus on that which serves you. Like I teach all the time, and it's not an original thought. Where focus goes, energy flows. And if you're focusing on what I don't like, what I didn't get, what didn't happen, you're just continuing to manifest more of that in your life. But if you focus on, I'm clear on who I am and how I show up in the world, I know that I have something to offer. I'm excited about the life that I want to live. I'm excited about having, great health, great relationships, location and financial freedom. I'm focused on those things that bring me joy. I'm focused on those things that excite me, that lift me up, and that bring out the best and highest of who I am. When you focus on that, your whole life will change. And it's not that the hurts didn't hurt. It's not that the disappointments weren't disappointing, but holding on to that energy, holding on to that story doesn't serve you. But if you write that story where you are just absolutely amazing, and then you live into it with joy and vibrancy and purpose, now that's a life worth living. That's a life well lived. And so again, we all have challenges. We all have things that, we can't even control. So much is going on. And I think we know that now more than ever. Yeah, there are some things that we just cannot control. But what we can control is our response to it. We can control the decision to release it and let it go, and not carry the story with us. So many people are so stuck in their story. It's like their dysfunction and their pain is the only thing that they know. But what if you opened up to another possibility? What if you opened up to joy? Yes, I know you've been hurt before. Yes, I know you've been disappointed. But what if you said, but I've also had some good times? And even if it's just one, like I also have some things that bring me joy. I also have some things that make me smile. There's people who have touched my life in ways that I'll never quite forget. And if you lived into that, if you leaned into that, it would just change everything in your life. Because again, what you're focused on, you are creating more of. So if you're focused on being hurt, you're creating more hurt. If you're focused on being angry, and that's an easy one. Like if you're focused on being angry, you can get angry at anything. I don't like the way the leaf fell from the tree today. Just crazy stuff that it doesn't serve you. And like I said, I know some things really were hurtful or really were disappointing, but they happened. They happen. And so is that going to be who you are? You're going to be tied to that pain, tied to that disappointment, tied to that anger, tied to that resentment for the rest of your life? Or are you going to release it and say, okay, learn from that one? As a matter of fact, I don't enjoy that feeling. I don't enjoy that experience. So I'm going to be so intentional on focusing on that which brings me joy. I'm going to be focused on that which feeds my spirit. I'm going to be focused on those things that make me feel alive. Like what lights you up? And it's so funny because we usually think about this only in terms of relationships, but also like, what are you consuming? Like, what kind of content are you consuming? Are you consuming stuff where people are angry and arguing and talking about each other and all of that? Like, just that energy, like, just literally, like, ugh. I just even talking about it, like, I don't watch stuff like that. It just doesn't serve me. And there's not anybody on any of those shows that I would ever want to be or be with. So why would I bring that energy into my life? Why would I bring that into my psyche? Why would I bring that into my spirit? And like, some people are like, they watch it so they can feel like they're better than somebody. But I promise you, if you are engaged in that, it is coming and becoming a part of you. You're picking your team, you're picking the one you like and the one you don't like, and all of that. And so just think about, like, maybe if you just did a full diet, like a 30-day diet of just information, watching positive videos like this one, watching TED Talks where you're going to learn something, tuning into podcasts in an area that you've always been interested in. And maybe it's even a part of you that you've forgotten about. Like when you were younger, you were interested in, I don't know, science or ice skating or whatever that meant, ballroom dancing, one of my favorites, by the way, whatever that was. Like if you spent that time just reconnecting with that joy that those things brought you, instead of watching stuff that sucks your energy and sucks your joy away. And so then that process of releasing becomes easier, because when you release the things that don't serve you, you're making room for the things that you do. And I even say that literally, like, because I'm a creative, so I've got tons of ideas and stuff everywhere, da 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 da. And every now and then I have to stop and say, oh, I need to clear the clutter so I can make room for my blessings. And like, it's so funny because I am the queen of the Container Store. Like for some people, Disneyland's the happiest place on earth. The Container Store is the happiest place on earth for me. But even in that, as much as I like organizing and stuff like that, if I'm in stuff, like even like when I cook, like I tear up to clean, to cook. There's gadgets and stuff everywhere. And so then I have to, like I said, clear the clutter and make room for my joy, make room for my blessings. And for me, it's okay to kind of be in it while I'm doing it, but I cannot live in it. And so again, if you look around your space, that's usually a clear indication. Like your physical space usually is a clear indication of what your head space is like. So clear the clutter, make room for joy. Make room for affirming relationships. Make room for that which serves you. And the biggest way and the quickest way to do that is release some stuff. Release them. Just like I bless them and I release them to their highest good. You don't even have to worry, because a lot of people are like, I'm going to release them to karma, but even that, you setting that intention for somebody else brings that back into your life. So just release them to their highest good and then open yourself up to yours. That's the big piece. That's the most important thing of what are you going to focus on and bring into your life? How are you going to show up on a regular basis as the best and highest version of who you are meant to be? That's it in a nutshell. Focus, focus, focus. And like I said, let it go. Let it go and make room for your absolute best. And if you want more videos like this, want more information like this, like I said, focus on this kind of stuff that's going to serve you and help you grow. There's usually videos on the side, so you can just click the next one and go to the next one and get some more information. But you can also follow me at Roz, that's ROZ, Roz Divination, all one word. Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, of course, Facebook, EIEIO. I am teaching, I am training, I am sharing, I am focused on serving you. I am focused on seeing you win. I am focused on helping you to live a life filled with joy and vibrancy and purpose. So again, stay connected to me. Leave me a comment. I love hearing your DMs. I love hearing from you, and continue to share this message. Pay it forward. I really believe that we are going to change this world one interaction at a time, one kind deed at a time, one piece of content at a time. And it's us showing up as the best and highest version of ourselves that's going to elevate the energy and the focus of our world. And we start with that little corner of the world that's ours, that we have that influence in and that opportunity to serve. So it has been my honor and pleasure to serve you. Know that I hold you in my prayer and meditation space on the regular. Again, stay connected with me. And I remind you, as always, to continue to think big and dream even bigger. I'll see you soon. Peace.